Hello, welcome everyone. It's Facebook Live time and I'm not sure whether I'm early, whether I'm late. It seems like pretty much all our clocks are at different times at the moment, so we'll wait and see how we go. Hopefully I'll have a few on. Hopefully everyone has had a really great week as well. I've been super busy. Hi Jeanette, thanks so much for joining in. Super busy this week. We had, even the weekend was just full on. I think it's just getting into this time of year, but I feel like I haven't had a break. So as you can see, my big bags are very well packed. I have them normally, but I feel that these are actually quite more pronounced than normal. Hi Marian, thanks so much for popping in as well. Hi Wendy, excellent. We've got a few people coming in. That's really great. Hi Chrissy, excellent. Beautiful. Well, it's so great to have you all here. Now, whether you're watching the live or the replay later on, if you're popping on, just say hi. Let me know where you're watching from as well. So isn't this weather crazy? So I am in central Victoria in Australia, and we have had a really windy and cold day. Now, last week, I believe we had really hot weather. So, but that's typical for Victoria. We're usually a little bit hot and cold throughout the day. Marian, I've had these since I was 20, these bags under my eyes. I think it's just hereditary. But I am getting old. Which brings me to the fact, hang on, let's go back to the weather first. So today's been really, really windy. We've had quite a bit of rain in the last couple of days, which has been really great. Well, actually not quite a bit of rain. We've had rain, which has been fantastic. Some of the farmers aren't real happy about it. They've had some hay down, so they've had to wait for it to dry out a little bit before they could finish baling. But so far, I don't think it's affected their hay, so that's really great news. But we've been able to put a little bit of water into our tank, so that's going to be great as well. Only your mum can say that. Absolutely, Jeanette. That's okay, Wendy. You can catch the replay, no problem. Thanks so much for popping in. Let me know. Okay, so the bags, I am getting old. I've now officially got 2 adult children. So I have a 20-year-old, which is turning 21 in February, and my son just turned 18 yesterday. So yeah, I'm starting to really feel old. Now, he hasn't gone for his driver's license for his Ps yet. He did his hazards test on Tuesday and he passed that, so that's really great news. They have to do that here in Victoria before they can go for their Ps. He's got another driving lesson coming up, and it'll go from there whether the instructor thinks that he can go for his license. So that'll be good. It'll be a bit of a less strain on us to drive him around. So he's doing school-based apprenticeship, which actually started today, and for the rest of the year he does 2 days a week, Thursday and Friday at Raywood. That's only 15 minutes down the road from us. We live quite a bit out from Bendigo, and he will be driving himself once he gets his license, so that's going to be really helpful as well. And he also catches the bus from Raywood, so we could maybe even drive to the bus stop and pick it back up again in the afternoon. Wait till they're 48 and 45. So it doesn't get easier, is that what you're saying, Jeanette? I think we're always going to worry about the kids no matter what. I think it's just as they get older, it's different things that you worry about. So now I've got to worry about him on the road and driving. But I got through it. We all get through it at some point. So I've just got to let him grow up, and hopefully the gods are with him, so there's no accidents or anything like that. But he's a pretty good driver, so I'm not too worried. He's a little bit of a lead foot, but I'm sure that will peter out as he gets a little bit more comfortable. Okay, so I have so much to show you for this week, so I hope you're ready. Now, it's been a busy week. If you haven't been following me, I've had heaps of stuff on all week, and I can't wait to show you. So what I might do is I might just pop the camera down. It's a little bit easier. I still can't work these cameras out with the cards, so I'm going to pop it down and show you that way. 1 second, close your eyes for a minute. And I'm just going to switch the camera over so you're looking at the right way. Okay. So I hope everyone's had a really great week. I'm not sure how this lighting's gonna go because it is a little bit darker today. We're in daylight saving, but because it's been a cold, yucky day, it hasn't been quite as good. Okay, I have my comments up, so that's really great. I'm going to get straight into it. So on Sunday, I had my Facebook challenge. Now, it's on every Sunday, and for last Sunday, we had a tag challenge. This is what I come up with. I'm pretty much going to be working with Christmas cards and Christmas projects from now on. So if you need a little bit of inspiration, you can catch it here on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram as well. I'm on all those as well. So this is the card that I created. This is the Wrapped in Plaid Designer Series paper. Absolutely love this Designer Series paper. And I thought that this, with a little bit of the gold backgrounds and accents, really looked beautiful. So that is what I come up with. The ladies have come up with some really wonderful cards as well. Very clever cards too, might I say. So check that out if you're interested. And you can join in. You'll have till Sunday morning around 9:30 to join in. And then I'll have another challenge up that you can join in from that as well. So that is the Sunday challenge. On Tuesday, my normal Tuesday YouTube card, I actually made a set of Subtles cards. Now, these are the only 3 I've got left. I actually sell some of my cards to a gift shop in Bendigo, and she's taken all of the rest of them, but they were done in all the Subtle family colours. So we have, this one's soft sea foam, and we have silver embossing with the sentiment, and this background technique here is used with, you can either use plastic wrap or cling wrap to create this little great fun background, and these were really quick and easy to make. They are absolutely so elegant and beautiful, and you could just do one colour for your cards if you're after just the one colour, but I thought as a colour family pack, that would make a really great gift for Christmas as well. So they would go easily in the acetate card boxes. If you're after a gift, this would be perfect. So that was on Tuesday. You can check that one out. Now, it's the first week of the month, so I'm also part of the monthly video collab group, and we have demonstrators from around the world. So there's UK, France, Netherlands, Scotland, England, US, Canada, and myself here in Australia. And each month we get together and we choose a stamp set, and then we create a card using that stamp set. Now, we chose the Perfectly Plaid stamp set, and I chose to do a really simple card. And I thought most of the time I do a little bit more fancier cards, but I really want to get back to basics and get everyone crafting, and the easiest way to do that is to create some really simple cards that people can create. And what I really like about this one as well is this gorgeous accents here. These are the stars that are in the holiday catalogue, and I thought just on top of that Christmas tree, that lonely Christmas tree, it really upped the card a lot. And this is also been embossed with the subtle embossing folder, so great lot of texture, a bit of vellum there as well, stamping in the background, and I thought that this came out really well. So if you would like to see how that's made, you can pop over to my YouTube channel for that one as well. Now, today is also a video tutorial on YouTube, and it's the Case the Catalogue. Now, this one actually comes from the Merry Moose bundle, and I've changed it around a little bit. Now, I can't unfortunately always do exactly the same cards from the catalogue because I can't own everything. I would love to own everything, and I will say I do own a lot, but I don't always have everything. So what I did is I decided to create this great little background here with the background stamp. What's it called? Let me just have a quick look. Buffalo check. I didn't want to call it the wrong name, but buffalo check is the background stamping that I've done there. And you can see, I don't know how well that picks up, there is embossed in white those little snowflakes. There we go. I think I can see that shine there. Absolutely beautiful, and I love how this has turned out. Really beautiful and simple card. A little bit different where we've cut a little bit off the bottom to create a different effect in the card. that's it. So check that one out as well. Now, if you normally head over to my blog, where you can check out all my blog posts on the videos that I do, you may have already seen that I have completely changed my blog around. It is a little bit more grown up. So when I first started, I created the whole blog myself through my upline, Jennifer Frost, who is amazing. She was able to help a whole group of us create our blogs, but it was very basic, and I wanted to create something that was just a little bit more professional. And actually my daughter, who's home from uni at the moment, she has been amazing. She has helped me to really uplift it all, and I absolutely love how it's turned out. So hop over to my blog and check that all out. I can't say enough about it. And I will say that she's been able to help me out with quite a few different things coming up for 2020. And I'm really excited to let you know that there's going to be a few changes for the start of 2020. We're implementing a few things and changing a few things, and it's going to be really exciting. So I hope that you stay with me and you can see some of those changes that she's helping me to create. So over on my blog, if you are over there, you can sign up for my newsletter. Now, each month I have a newsletter that I send out letting you know what's going on in Stamping Up. And inside the newsletter, I also have a PDF tutorial. So this month it's this card here. Now, I haven't sent out, I'm really actually very behind in my newsletter at the moment, and I haven't sent it out. I'm going to hopefully send that out tomorrow. So if you're interested, you can head over to my blog, sign up for it, and I'll be sending those out tomorrow or Saturday morning at the latest. I really feel like I'm a little bit behind, but I'm going to catch up. So please go over there. If you're interested, you can sign up for both my newsletter and the blogs via the email. So that way, every time I create a card or a project, you can get that whole blog post in your email. So it's nice and easy, and you're not going to miss out on anything as well. Now, while you're checking around a few of my different social media posts, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that as well, because I have some really great Christmas things coming up and some big changes for next year, 2020 as well. Okay, so host code for November, if you're planning on purchasing through me for November, I have a new host code. And if you do purchase through me, you can earn yourself a bundle tutorial. Now for this month, the theme was thankfulness and gratitude. So I'm going to show you my card quickly. I absolutely love this bird of a feather stamp set. So I've created it with this in mind. Now, a lot of the people in the bundle tutorial co-op are American and Canadian, so I wanted to stick with the birds of a feather stamp set for Thanksgiving. But what I love about this is this could be for anything. It doesn't have to be just for Thanksgiving. I know it's got the pilgrim hat and all that sort of thing, but give thanks, and which is a lovely sentiment on a card. Now, if you purchase anything through me for this month, you will receive the bundle tutorial. You'll also receive a card or a handmade gift from me. And if you're spending over $50, for every $50 you do spend, you will receive Inky rewards as well. I'm not seeing any more comments. I'm not sure if anyone is commenting, but nothing else is coming through. So I'm not ignoring you. If you are commenting and I'm missing them, I'll respond at the end of the video. So that is what you can do if you would like to purchase through me. Now the trimmer, and let me bring that in. The trimmer is now available for Stamping Up customers, as well as the Christmas time is here suite, this gorgeous suite here. It's a medley suite. It has stamp sets and dies, ribbon, DSP, embellishments, and a bracelet. It's all in a complete pack, and these are now available for our customers as well. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out in my online store as well. There's a bit more information there as well. Now we also were informed yesterday regarding the Delicata Ink and refills. These ones are while stocks last. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, hang on, I didn't get them out, but I'll grab them. They are the metallic inks that are in the catalogue, in the holiday catalogues. So we have Golden Glitz, Celestial Copper, which is beautiful, and the Silvery Shimmer. Now these and the refills are only until while stocks last. They will not probably be available until the end of the catalogue. So if you have these and you don't have the refills, grab them now. And if you're interested in these, grab them now while they're still available. These obviously were very popular. Now the other thing that Stampin' Up did let us know as well was the Purple Posie Ink and the re-inker have been discontinued. Now there's been a lot of problems with the Purple Posie over the time since the annual catalogue came out. They're having trouble with the colour shifting properties in the ink pad, so they're not able to coordinate with the cardstock consistently. So they've decided, instead of trying to keep working on it, because they have been working on it since the middle of the year, that what they're doing is they're discontinuing it. So as of yesterday, I believe, it's been totally discontinued. You can no longer buy the ink pad, the re-inkers, or the 2019-2021 in colour ink pad assortment. Now that was that big bundle that you could get it for cheaper by purchasing all 5 of the ink colours together. If anyone has any concerns about the Purple Posie ink pad that you've already purchased, you can get in touch with demonstrator support if you're a demo, or get in touch with your demonstrator that you purchased through, and Stampin' Up will give you some compensation for that product that's faulty. Okay, so that is all the information that I had to give you. Let's do the draw. So if you would like to have a chance of winning the card that I'm crafting today, just make sure that you like, comment, or share the video, and you can go on the draw for next week. So last week we did this Ink card with the gorgeous spiderweb decal. So let's do the draw quickly. Too busy watching Marian. Copper is the best. Absolutely. Actually, I've got a card coming out. Well, this one's part of my newsletter one. It's using the copper, which, have a look at that sparkle. That is better than the embossing powder. That's my puppies hooking there. Okay, so let's draw a name. Marian Pittman. Well done, Marian. Okay, so I'll send that one out to you tomorrow. So let me show you what we are going to craft with today. So I actually didn't have anything planned already. So I went on to the Global Design Project page and thought, well, they're doing a sketch for this week. So I thought I might do a card that's using this sketch. So let me bring the card in. It's this one here. Love traditional. So I actually pulled out this designer series paper and I went from there. This is the Toile Tidings stamp set. So let me bring in some of those supplies that we're going to be using. So this is the Toile Tidings designer series paper, 12 by 12. It is in garden green and real red. Absolutely beautiful designs in that one. And we're using, this one here has garden green on the opposite side, exact same design there. Then we have the stitched nested label dies, these ones here. And I'm using the second and third smallest, so those two there. Have these gorgeous Toile Tidings glitter enamel dots. Obviously these ones are garden green and real red as well. I want to use these up. I've been holding on to them, but I really need to start using them. We have for this card, because we're going to make the garden green one This is a real red one. Let's make the garden green. So I have the double stitched ribbon in garden green. Also, all these are in the holiday catalogue. Garden green ink, silver metallic thread. Now for this one here, this is the cherry cobbler diagonal stripe ribbon. That's like the candy cane ribbon, and I love that we have two sides of that ribbon. One that's more white, and then we have more that's cherry cobbler, and I love that you have two colours that you can sort of choose from there. And using the Merry Moose stamp set, so we have the sentiment, enjoy the stillness of the season, and just that little star. I really wanted to use the moose, but there's not really mooses in the background of this design series paper, and it didn't look so good, so we went with just the sentiment here. So I have my card kit here and it's all ready to go. Now this design series paper is actually not Whisper White, it is Very Vanilla, so I have my Very Vanilla card base, and unfortunately this is just the normal thickness of Very Vanilla. You can also get it in the thick Very Vanilla, and I highly recommend, if you're making it and you have that, use that one. Oh, that's a good idea, Marian. I don't actually use Very Vanilla very often, so I just have the very thin Very Vanilla, and that's what we're going with. I have a piece of garden green cardstock, piece of that designer series paper. Now, if you're after all the measurements, check out my YouTube channel tomorrow of all the measurements over there on my YouTube in the description, and also another piece of Very Vanilla just to do our die cutting. So I'm going to bring the Big Shot in first, and we'll quickly do some Big Shot work. So I have just that scrap of Very Vanilla, and we're going to die cut that smallest, well, the second smallest in that die, but that smallest one in that I picked out. That's very confusing, isn't it? Sorry about that. Oh, thanks so much, Jeanette. How are you feeling? Are you feeling a little bit better? So we're going to take this piece of garden green, and because we're matting it behind the designer series paper, we're not going to see the whole lot. So I'm going to actually take that other die, and I'm just going to die cut in the middle. So when we're using what we have, we're not getting another piece to die cut. I do this all the time. It's a great way to save your cardstock. There we go. So quick bit of die cutting there, nothing too major. Let's bring all these pieces in. I'm going to start with my sentiment piece, and we're going to stamp that in the garden green ink. You're feeling much better? Oh, that's so great. I suppose you're going to have good days and bad days. And I'm going to stamp that down there. Has everyone started doing their Christmas shopping? We went down to Melbourne on Sunday to start, and we actually have nearly all our Christmas shopping done. So that's super exciting because I hate Christmas shopping. I hate crowds. I hate the narkiness of Christmas shopping. So I really wanted to get it done before we start really hitting into December. So we went last Sunday, went down to Melbourne to a big shopping centre that I've never actually been to at Maribyrnong, and that was fantastic because we've been to Chadstone a few times, and yeah, this one's been really good, so I'm so happy to get some of our Christmas shopping done. We've even brought a new tree. We're going with the Winter Wonderland theme this year, so we're going with a white snow-tipped tree that has inbuilt lights. So I'm so excited to put that up. And we're going to, I actually bought wadding as well, so to do fake snow. So it's going to be a little crazy this year. Now I shouldn't have put glue in the middle, but that's okay. I'm going to get that everywhere. Let's see if I can just pick that up really quickly. Now Stampin' Up used to have these glue erasers. I don't think they sell them anymore, but they're fantastic. So because I've got glue on the back there, let's glue this all down to the card base. It is. You know what? It's funny because we used to always go down all the way through Melbourne to go shopping. And it's crazy that that is so close to us. And it has everything. So I don't think we'll be going into the city very often anymore. Because it was nice just to get it all done in one spot. I'm going to keep getting that stuck there, so let's move it over. So has everyone started their Christmas shopping? Or do you leave it till a lot later? So I'm going to pop that up with some dimensionals. And I did grab out a new set, I think. I just don't know where I've put them, so let's bring this old set in. I'm going to pop a few dimensionals on the back. Now I'm just centering that down. Bugger. Now for this one, I wrapped a bit of silver thread along the back. Because I've already stuck that down, I'm going to have to stick it all the way around, which I don't like doing. But because I had glue everywhere, I wanted to just get it down so it stopped sticking to everything. So I'm going to wrap that all the way around. And I'm going to pop some tear and tape down so it's stuck behind this label here. So I'm showing you what not to do. And if you follow me, I pretty much show you this all the time, what not to do. But there's always ways around stuff, so that's always good to show as well. So let's wrap that round. I think 3 times would be really great. And also grab another little bit of tear and tape. Oh, you're having an operation, Chrissy. Oh, that's no good, but you're all done, which is great, because just that thought of having it done is always good. We still have a few more to do, but the majority is done. But we still have a lot of nieces and nephews that we buy for, so there's lots in the family. Okay, so we have that wrapped around 3 times. I'm just going to move that around a little. So I don't really like that inside, but it will do. I'm going to glue this one straight down in the middle there, just with some Tombow glue. Place some money under the thread. That's a good idea. Maybe I should send it to you, Marian, you can send it back. We haven't even done gift cards this year, so we've purchased presents for everyone. Okay. So these ribbons actually tie really great bows. So this one's a really thick ribbon. So I don't want it to be a really big one. I think that's a nice little size. I'm going to bring my ribbon scissors in. Chrissy, your card's on the way. I did send it the other day, but we had the public holiday, so it might take a couple of days extra. Did anyone have a bet on the Melbourne Cup? It is a nice firm bow, Marian, absolutely. I will say that we didn't even get to see the race for the Melbourne Cup race. Missed it completely. And I didn't have a bet. But that also meant that I didn't waste my money, because I picked by the colours of the horses or the colours of the jockey, so usually doesn't get me anywhere. Okay, so I'm going to bring in, sorry that just moved the camera a little bit, these beautiful glittered enamel dots. I love these. Really nice accent. And I'm going to do a little one on top here. Oop. Let's get that centered. You picked the winner, Marian. You know what, it's funny because usually Ad's my husband, he'll have a little bit of a bet and never really do any good, but he usually has a few to bet on. And he didn't even know who was in the cup either, so we've just had a busy couple of weeks. Okay. So I've got 2 up the top here and 1 here as well. I love this designer series paper, and because the whole paper has so many different designs, you could create a really nice set with it as well. So we have like a foliage in both real red and garden green, some bears, wolves and deer. And I love that one side's red, one side's green. We have some stripes and some checks. So a really great set to have. And it's on very vanilla, so I actually did put it up against the Whisper White, and you would get away with popping it down onto Whisper White, because it's only a slight difference. But I thought we better stick with the whole colouring. So those are the cards that we are making. So when I do the draw next week, whoever wins, I'm happy for you to choose whether you would like the real red or the garden green. Hi Trisha, thanks so much for joining in. You're just missing my end. But you made me live this time. That's really great. And it's morning, so it's around 7, is that correct? Now Trisha is part of my global video collab group, so this is the card I made for that. Head over to my YouTube channel, all the links are there, and you can see Trisha's project as well. But there's so many great projects there. I have to actually go through and watch completely through all of them. I just haven't had a chance today yet, but I'll get to that tonight. Okay, I'm so glad that everyone has joined me for tonight. I'll be back next Thursday, so hopefully you can join me for that as well. If you're watching the replay, please make sure that you make a comment so you go in the draw for the card. Okay, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.